Alright, I do believe this is going to be a private video because I don't want people figuring stuff out. But anyway, Wayne and those of you, well, Wayne and those of you watching, hello, but Wayne. So this is the mouth of the figure eight or hourglass. So we have water coming down, and then it's going to hit off those stuff over there and head over here with this bedrock here. But we also have, let me get back over here without falling, all of these natural faces on the ledge, all facing this way. So they're like rudders deflecting water and causing more to come over here on this inside bend. Now, this obviously jaunts in this way, so water's coming across kind of in a fan. So here's our bit of a gravel bar right here. It doesn't go very far, but up there I noticed it looks like a steel 55-gallon drum. What's left of it, it's all mangled, and then another piece of it further down. So up in here further you've got sands. And I remember testing here, testing over in there, testing over in here. Had a gold trap set up over there. Was digging from over here. I'm thinking it's going to be out here. I want to do a test pan. It's about knee deep or a little bit better. But testing in this V shape right here off from this. And I've noticed a few other places that I want to test as well. But so we've got sand up here. I don't think I tested up this high, and there is some gravels in it. Can probably get a tent set up right there. I'm not sure where I'd hang from the trees for myself, but if I wanted to take a chance of it failing in the middle of the night and falling on this shit, I could swing between these two trees. Yeah. Alright, I'll walk down here and show you something else, or show you the other stuff. Alright, just beyond where I said you could probably set up a tent, that's where the 55-gallon drum is. And there's cobbles in between all this stuff. An old 2.5-gallon bucket that somebody left behind, or it got washed down. So there's that 55-gallon drum. Somebody else has been in here. And there's another piece of it somewhere here. Oh, there it is. Right there. So I think over in here be some nice pockets. And I didn't do any testing up in here. Everything I did was up against that big rock over there. That's that monster boulder that's up here. Thinking that gold would come up here and just fall right back down. And I tested over here. I did some testing down in there and up in here, and at the terminating end where there's some rocks, nice pocket crevices kind of thing, I did down in there and tested over on that side and behind stuff across the river. So just have to do some more testing through here. And somebody else had the same idea as me. I went and got that raft at Sporting Store, $21 and change. There's another one sitting down there that they probably had ripped. There's probably those punks that left me a message down there. Just leave it. It's no good, just leave it. Leave their trash laying around, and I'm the bad guy. Whatever. So, maybe even in behind this too, smaller gold in a V shape. Zip behind big stuff like this. In the bigger fan part of the V is going to be your smaller gold, and as you get out farther and farther, the bigger the gold gets. So maybe, I don't know. I think I tested up in there. I don't remember if it was up in there. But anyway, I know there's gold here. Just have to find it. That's all. Okay, so up there by that bedrock thing where I wanted to test, I punched a hole down. I don't know if it's bedrock that I'm running into or a big boulder. I couldn't quite tell, but I think there was one piece of micro fly shit in there. So right now, right where my shovel is, I did a pan, and I have found 7 pieces in one pan, along with bits and pieces of hematite and another heavy that I am not familiar with at all. This has quartz in it and black, but man, I'm telling you, that sucker's heavy, very heavy. But that's hematite, that's hematite, that's hematite with something else in it. That's a lighter colored hematite, and that's hematite. And this, I don't know. It's a heavy. I don't think it's like lead from a sinker. Maybe native lead. I have no clue. Be nice if it was platinum. So, and the 7 pieces of gold are up in here. So I'm going to punch that down a little bit farther and see what happens, and then move around a bit. Should get my magnetic probe out. But that was bigger black sand along with the heavies. Alright, went a little deeper. Second pan. More hematite. And this time 11 pieces, but they're getting bigger. Don't know how well you can see them in there, but they're there and they're getting bigger. So there's definitely gold here. It's going to be fighting boulders to get to it. But like I said, there's gold here. Well, so far this is tested positive. Let's see, right up in there was the first hole I dug behind that rock that slants up, and there's a flat section to its right. Right behind that was the first one with the hematite. So from there all the way over into where my shovel is now, this whole swath down to the 55-gallon drum or whatever it is, it tests positive. And even up beyond my shovel, I decided to sample some moss. So here's the hole, and up further, right up and along the edge of all these fallen down boulders from up above, right there. So this sand, all this sand's gonna have, this is where I said you could set up your tent, but this sand's gonna have gold in it. Probably up in here, all this. Not so much over there because it's immediately around the corner. That's where I tested before and there wasn't crap. It's further this way. So this all has gold in it. Every bit of it. And I'm getting like anywhere from 7 to 10 pieces per pan. So some of it's smaller than some, you know, but it's gold. Alright, so I'm way down at the other end now where it terminates, but this is one of the places I had checked before. It wasn't as exposed. I think over here was exposed, but this was all buried. But look at, I know that's part of the bedrock. Slice, 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 slice. Yeah, that needs to be cleaned out at some point. Faux show. But that's the drop zone down here that I want to get into on this side. Oh yeah. And that's the rock you come across. You walk up, coming from below, you walk up over here, you get on that long rock, bam, and then there's just a little bit of deep hole right there before you get to that rock. Simple stuff. And voila, I'm down on the sharp bend. Simple. It's only waistband deep in that one spot you cross. No big deal. Look at all the frog eggs. And back up again. Be careful because that's probably slippery. Yep. There. Ain't no bag thing. Okay. No problem. Refreshing. Okay, so that's where I've been cracking and getting all the gold from. Over here, we've got this deteriorating section of wide crackness. It continues underwater. There is a nice 2 there and there, and I noticed boil hole, that whole section right there is filled with boulders. That's part of that crack. And it continues, and this is all bedrock down in here, continues up into this trend here. So it's definitely a dive spot here for sure. And I'm not far from the swinging bridge. And there is the hourglass. Alright, I'm packing my stuff up and getting out of here. Got the new boat deflated. Oars already in there, or the whatever you want to call it. So, I'm out of here. Did get some gold. That's what it's all about. See ya.